Controverse. To make a matter the subject of controversy. To discuss, debate, or argue about. The origin comes from the late 15th century, in an earlier sense.
If you're tired of the devil killing, if you're tired of the devil destroying your life, you must order the personal package, and you got to order it right now.
Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed.
Okay, the message of the Bible is far different. Come so that the idols of your heart would be exposed, challenged, and destroyed. The word of God is corrective.
Don't say anything that will offend people.
Listen, a Jesus of your own making will never challenge you and never change you.
If you do not think the gospel is offensive, you do not believe the gospel.
The irony of Christian battle rap. It's a sport designed to break somebody down, but it's a faith designed to lift somebody up. How hypocritical of us to try and take somebody's crown while simultaneously filling his godly cup.
I don't give a fuck about listening to no Saga, no A-Ward, no Loso, no Streethymns, none of that, bro. And none of them battle rap is even, period, bro.
I respect Christian rappers. I got those in my family. And I respect that they're limited to that they can say. And they still fire.
Who's the #1 Christian battle rapper right now?
Cause I got charisma, punches, and a flow that's tall. Boy, they knew he was gonna lose round 1. I just came in so he wouldn't lose it. You blind man, which is greater? The gift or the altar that makes the gift sacred?
It's hard to walk in Jesus' shoes. I can barely walk in mine. But the real reason why Christians don't hold each other accountable is because they're all afraid of conflict.
That's a contradiction. Leave the other alone. That's all I'm saying. Just leave the guns alone. Leave the guns alone.
What's poppin', Mr. Worldly Rapper? Mr. Worldly Rapper, you packing those guns for me in your lines? Cause he claimed he gotta make sure we ready for when they squeeze the 9, but we different. You see, while they let it shine, we let it shine. They got the gun with the beam, but it don't compare to this little light of mine.
So what makes y'all think out of all these years that the Bible done been written and passed down that is not telling that in their own fucking way and their own fucking story? Come on, man.
I'm so sick of people dissing the church and making comments full of nonsense, presenting it like it's knowledge, claiming that the Bible contradicts in content when they don't even study the word or know the context. Nah, bitch, this war here was made for contact. I ain't come for peace with a sword, I came for conflict. The kingdom, taken by force, I came for violence. Next time you get in a battle, you need to try this. Move all over the stage, get excited. People love their personal space, get inside it. You be more than 10 feet away.
Overflow presents Controverse, March 30th, 2019. The Saga versus Voice ThePoet. Elijah Straight versus Sinai. K-Jack versus Lee Majors. Redeem versus Jay Fitz. And we got a surprise battle. It's all going down at Foolproof Ministries, 12 Jewish Street, in Sonia, Connecticut. We doing it all for the kingdom and the glory of God. Be there, be there, be there.
Finally, big brother spending time with me. It's the reason I called this dude out. First time I watched Overflow, I saw he had a little something, and I said, I want to get in the ring with that guy. Whoever that guy is, I need to holler at him, and he needs to holler at me. So, setting it up. It was set up. It's interesting because I'm not saying his name, and I won't say his name. Come March 30th, you will know his name. Come Controverse, you will know his name. It's the reason why we're in my church. I'm the pastor of this church. And I'm going to speak to the sheep the way the sheep are supposed to be spoken to. I holler.
Yeah, man, it's 2019. Time go by fast. Last year was crazy, though. I had a lot of battles. It started off with me contending for the gospel. That was my first one. I'll never forget that one. What happened after that? Oh, yeah. I had to go to Brooklyn and battle amongst the Philistines. You know, that's when I had the cat one. Y'all remember what happened? Then after that, from the west wind brewing the spirit of offense. Still came out victorious though. Then after all that, had to go back home and hash it out with the family drama. But your boy's still here. Now it's 2019. They say what's next? We headed to the church. We're past the K-Jack cat.
Taking my shots on cam. It'll damage Lee. They'll record you dying, and that's not good for Brandon Lee.
Tell the deacons I need a meeting with the pastor.
Sorry to inform you at Overflow, but every story doesn't have a fairy tale ending. March 30th, Controverse. You got your hometown hero, right? Well, in every story, you need a villain. I'm here to let you know that this is gonna be the worst you've ever seen Voice look. I know he's the voice of the people, but the way I'm gonna present Voice to the people is gonna be different. This ain't no playing around. It's my first time touching down on this stage as a battler. Let me make one thing clear. I came to burn Overflow down.
And today, Saints, I'm going to be talking about Overflow. Now we're going to be talking about how the Bible talks about the 4 horsemen. Now, if you look into your Bibles right now, you will see of certain horses talking about the famine. And I will tell you today that I am very hungry, okay? Now somebody look to the neighbor and say, neighbor, I am catching a body. Because on March 30th, I will be catching a body for the body.
Overflow Battle League, make some noise right now.
Without further ado, we about to get into this real quick surprise battle. You know what I'm saying? We had some fire battles. Give it up for the night so far. Like, crazy. I am so far super encouraged about the future of Christian battlers, and I mean that like in the highest degree. But let me step aside because we got 2 battlers right now that's trying to get their bars off. Where they at?
Who's trying to battle? Who's trying to
battle?
What's up?
Surprise battle, here we go.
To my left, we got my boy
Sinai from Norfolk, Virginia. Let's go. Let's get it, baby.
To my right, we got
Lee May.
Man, let's get it.
Let's go! Sinai, call it an air?
Heads.
I keep dropping.
We all good.
I don't play sports. It's tails. First up. Sinai, you got it.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Work, bro.
If you know it, say it with me. There's one point about me. I want everyone to remember. My skin might be black, but nobody's nigga. I know that round against Voice had you and a lot of people thinking, didn't it? Well, shoot. If I didn't think it would make an impact, then I never would have written it. Now, I got an arsenal. I call it Ephesians. It got a 4 and 2 9s. Oh, what, you ain't worried? Yeah. Cool. Wait till I put this piece in his face. But it's not because I want to have him buried. Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt talk leave your mouth. But in this case, that verse is going to have to vary. Since you want to say the N-word so much, BAM! Now the scriptura knocked every corrupt word out of his vocabulary. Now with my opponents, I go right at them so they can live again. If they're not guarding, the fall is in the fruit they're eating. Even if they never bitten it. Now that round was dedicated to you. I had to christen it so you can whine over this body or break bread. Do it in remembrance. Now Now whoever y'all gave me next would have been getting this, but I want some conviction. But no death row, because I don't want to hear that gas after your sentencing. Now they gave me 1 round. Boy. Y'all gave me 1 round to take my cousin down. Some don't even know we family.
Let him cook.
They gave me 1 round to take my cousin down. Some don't even know we family. But I'm going to show y'all how to create marvel and I make it hard for you to stand. Lee.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
And it's fire. Hold on. Speaking of family, when I battled your bro Voice, I had no question in my mind of Kenny Rhyme. Oddly enough, I was more curious of which one of us you would stand beside. Now, if you had Joe Bro versus Joe Blood, which side are you coming to? Or does that really even matter as long as Overflow gets the W? All I'm saying is he had half of Connecticut on his side. I had nobody on mine. My brother Focus had to leave early because he had a long drive. But the Egyptians chasing the Israelites to the Red Sea is the perfect way that I draw this line. Because now you got to get washed up because during that split in your staff, you were standing on the wrong side.
You ain't coming. Talk them cousin bars.
Go. You invited me here, so you see me rap. Hold up.
Calm it down.
He going in right now.
You invited me here, so you see me rap. Yeah. Against Black Jews and Voice, I know you've seen each match. You just never stood in front of these. But I came to spaz tonight, so watch how I get cutthroat when I see Lee. Like all my life I had to fight.
All my life. Go. What else?
There's one thing about you. You were made to be Major League. You took the vision that God gave you and made your league. Nobody could take your spot because you made your seat. You were content with following, but he made you lead. Leaders set the standard. So how they view you is how they view your clique. So Overflow can either be the Ark or the Titanic, but that all depends on how you choose to build your ship. Now your boy,
you are snapping.
Your boy Elijah Straight talking like he got a good drive. Somebody better tell him he can't earn her. Damn. I got fire, and it comes down from God. They were also Elijah's prophets, so y'all better hope he doesn't bail. Now, I know this is a battle. I know this is a battle, but I really came to teach this, brother. Your last name is James, so I want to show you how you can relate to Jesus, brother.
That was hot. That was hot.
Let him go.
Listen, hold up. Hold it down.
Let him go.
Now they knew Joseph, his father, and Mary, his mother. From the first night in the manger to the day of the Last Supper, they raised the Savior of the world, who came because we lack luster. We both sharing his blood, so when I cross you, I'm gonna just take off half, brother. Now can y'all see the connection between them taking out Jesus and me taking out Lee is? Hey, Voice.
I'm sure you heard your brother will come back after this body, but James got to see it to believe it.
Talk that Bible. Like that.
Great job. Host this battle. Host this battle.
All 6 seconds.
Doing great. That was fire. That was crazy. For those that don't know, Lee is a real dope singer. Oh, you see they agree when I say that? Well, I can sing too. And I got range that's sharp enough to get you tunes or make you stay flat. With this pitch, I already sitting voice high. That's falsetto. Any snare when you was getting beat out, that's acapella. If you want to be vocal, don't back down when you get sent in, because when you start singing at them, they'll harmony performer trying to blend in. Harmony performer trying to blend in. Fire. Do that. Fire. Make it a classic. So you better watch for the hook if you want to be the bridge, because we're sending plenty. Just make sure your lips sync with God's words. You don't want to be Milli Vanilli. Now, if anybody can do damage, this man can. Because they rap like they be gripping, but they can barely squeeze. It's like a cramped hand. They say they're gonna bring fire to his temple like a lampstand, so I wanna leave a mark before I crack them. That's a tramp stamp. Thinking the foundation's on a rock, more like damp sand. What's funny, they don't even see this coming, like they can't plan. On their home plate, I'll come back, no hand to hand. If they curve us, I'll make them fly past the gates. That's a grand slam. They're gonna need way more than gun bars to even stand a chance, cause it's too legit. And I can make you jump when I go cross legs and make this hammer dance. The writing is already on the wall, brother. The writing is already on the wall, but it wasn't written by man's hands. So for me to cave them in, I just need some fire and around for this Neanderthal to help any man advance. Now, against Jay Fitz, you said the sport was made for contact. I didn't come for peace, but the sword. I came for combat. Fire. The kingdom taken by force. It came for violence. Fire. Next time you get in the battle, you need to try this. Move all over the stage. Get excited. You be loving personal space. Get excited. You be more than 10 feet away, but with a line, like you parking the car and battling with a hydrant. In my lead voice, I said, "That's fire, son." I admit I liked it. When you got in his face, I was like, yo, he killed that joint. Break it down. Well, now watch how I revive it. I came to help you see better. I got some contacts. All I need is a piece of the sword to get this conflict. Shooting arrows with a bow and a string. Look like I'm playing violins. You got me for your fourth battle. Shouldn't have tried this. I'm gonna move you all over the stage. Don't get excited. I'll park you in your personal space. Sit inside it. This is Overflow. That was fire. That was fire. Overflow. Run it back. That was fire. Overflow. The whole thing. I came to help you see better. I got some contacts. All I need is a piece of the sword to get a conflict. Shooting arrows with a bow and a string. Looks like I'm playing violins. You got me for your fourth battle. Shouldn't have tried this. I'm gonna move you all over the stage. Don't get excited. I'll park you in your personal space. Sit inside. I'll throw you more than 10 feet away for where the line is. Can your fire handle flow under pressure? And that's battling with a hydrant. Now back home, I started my own company that I want to pass down to my children. But I just proved to you and everybody else that I have what it takes to come and give my own family the business. I like that. That was fire. That was great. That was good. Now, I didn't come to play around, but I brought enough bars where I could change around. I could even shave around if we need to start praying now. And you'll realize that Sinai is for real about God. Want to know how for real? Go to SinaiForReal.com. You ugly son.
Overflow presents Controverse, March 30th, 2019. It's all going down at Foolproof Ministries, 12 Jewish Street, Ansonia, Connecticut. We doing it all for the kingdom and the glory of God. Be there.
I say, yo, honestly, I ain't even in the mood for spitting. This was supposed to be my time off. But as soon as they yell action, I'm going Bruce Willis with it. That mean I defuse ticking time bombs. So if y'all let Lee sneak in events, just know that somebody about to die hard. Yo. It was supposed to be K-Jack. But they treated Keenan like Idris because they put a mountain between us. That was an accident, dog. See, they treated Keenan like Idris because they put a mountain between us. That was an accident, dog. Me and my little cousin had an agreement that we wouldn't battle at all. But if y'all know anything about Sinai, as I started to climb, the temperature subtracted, of course, and I noticed the mountain lion when he retracted the claws. I say, yo, oh, you really trying to test my love? Well, I'm gonna go animal with it. It's auto-cannibalism. They got me eating my own flesh and blood. It ain't no coming back from this.
Y'all ain't catch that.
It ain't no coming. I say, yo, it ain't no coming back from this. It's reprobated. So go ahead, sleep, cousin, is death related. If anybody get involved, I say, yo.
Let's go.
I say, yo, and if anybody get involved, they better sprint, cause I'm a hit in charge like a phone bill. If anybody get involved, they better sprint, cause I'm a hit in charge, just like a phone bill. I'm giving little cousin a shot. You better hold still. I know y'all want to see y'all hero win. Well, this how dope feel. Any day on the calendar, let me know where. And it's like a summer in Africa. I got no chill. I ain't doubting. It's obvious that he showed skill. But Sinai, y'all making a mountain out of a molehill. I say, yo, when I think of Sinai,
what you think?
It reminds me of my favorite story. A million people walking through the wilderness towards a land flowing with milk and honey. They say the apple bottom don't fall far from the place it started. The priesthood was passed down through the genes. It was salvation's army. The Levites was at the altar for him just to say I'm sorry. But the people cussed them eyes was vain and hardy. The father had a straight fit and said I can't ignore it. Then them got the boot cut. Scheme, boy. I say yo. The father had a straight fit and said I can't ignore it. Then them got the boot cut from True Religion. It was faded glory. Boy, it's about to be family friction all over the timeline. Esau and Jacob, you ain't come at the right time. Joshua, Caleb, but look at the bright side. I say, yo, Joshua, Caleb, but look at the bright side. We both got a rock that's a fountain in dry times, but I'm Moses when he ain't want to come down from the mountain. I'm sleeping on Sinai. I say, yo. Shout out. I say, yo.
Make it classic.
I say, yo. Shout out to Sinai and Voice for that classic they just had. He got 30. I say, yo. You went in on Voice, especially about the gun bars. That was actually wavy. But then you lifted your voice and definitely started spitting gun bars. You was strapping like crazy. I thought you was the type to save a life, like a good Samaritan maybe. But every line it was drawing bucket like the Samaritan lady. You reminded me, I said, God. I said, yo. Daddy. I said, yo. Oh my. I said, yo. You reminded me of, I said, bucket. I said, yo. I said,
hold it down.
I said, every line. I said, yo.
Hold it down.
Every line it was drawing bucket like the Samaritan lady. You reminded me of Abraham's wife because we was all so surprised to see you carry the baby. Never in 100 years. I said, yo. I said, yo, never in 100 years was you supposed to be bearing, kid. Man, that got under my skin just like a Vera chick. You need to kick them balls. You need to kick them balls like Ishmael and kick them out like Sarah did. But if Sarah let a slave carry the baby, then that's a surrogate. Saying was the father of life. I said, yo. That's nice. I said, but if Sarah let a slave carry the baby, then that's what Sarah did. Satan was the father of lies. It wasn't apparent then, so he was dead beat, and Jesus came and took care of sin. I could never pay the. I could never pay the debt he did. It was inherited. Even with 1,000 gigs, it wouldn't tear a bit. So why would you call yourself Sinai? I'm concerned, because Zion's clearly the greater marker for the church, or even the Mount of Olives. I mean, that's the place where Christ returns. You would have known this if instead of writing bars, you read your word. I want to change your name from Sinai. Let me search. I think you look more like a Babar. Oh yeah, that'll work. From now on, we gonna call him Babar Ready Heard. Cause he said most of these clowns ain't got that it factor. That was a Babar already heard. And then he said, listen, he said, don't do it. He said, yo, most of these clowns ain't got that it factor. That was a Babar already heard. Then he said, you got a Superman and see him change in the booth. Oh yeah, JC? That was a Babar already heard. Then he said, King of Pops, loaded rounds like a laundromat, the Justice League. Those was all Babars already heard. Now, I ain't saying that you be stealing, but you be remixing. Every word. Yeah. He stood in front of the crowd and said, bow. That's what you do when you stand in front of a living God. Then I was like, whoa, you really got a set of nerves. The way you own that phrase, even Loso forgot that he said it first and he was hosting the event. Go. Babar, you need to repent. Or at least give him an apology. I know you think Av is special when you was prodigy, but boy, you done surpassed his level and went to robbery. Yo, he ran up on, y'all ain't know, before the event, he ran up on Loso like, don't run. I'ma let this can go bottom line. And Saga gonna be short a horseman if you try to fight. Loso was like, what's this about, man? He said, I got a battle coming up, and I'm trying to write. And you said something in your battle with Barry Benz that I kind of like. Yo, listen. That's what his man Focus jumped in. Focus jumped in like, no, Babar, don't do it. He said, yo, you gotta shine your light like Jesus did. Plus everybody already heard him spit the bar. He got mad. He was like, man, I'm doing this for Jesus. See, he don't get it. Mind your business and get back in the car. Focus was like, you gonna pull a gun on me? But we came so far. That's when he said, I'm nobody's nigga. I'm only friends with the Lord. Then he went back to Loso. Then he went back to Loso. Yo, he said, anyway, I'ma remix it and I'ma spit it hard. See, you said bow, that's what you get when you stand in front of a king. But I'ma say bow, that's what you get when you stand in front of a living God. And they gon' know Sinai for real about God. Ain't that right, Loso? Loso was like, yeah, man, SinaiForReal.com. He said, how for real? He said, SinaiForReal.com. He said, yeah, don't make me blam at your dome. Loso was like, all right, man, you can have the bar, the cadence, just leave me alone. You can even have Chef Trez at Volume 3. Just don't shoot me. Good God, I got a family at home. Time, man.
That wasn't bad.